Good morning. Thank you all for joining. We will get started in just a moment. As a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please do remain on mute unless or until you are providing testimony before the board. As one bit of housekeeping before we officially get things started this morning, the first two items on this morning's agenda, Facility Concession Services LLC, have both been continued to the next available hearing date. If anybody is here to testify on either of those items concerning Facility Concession Services LLC, that will be postponed to a later date. We will be starting with item 3 this morning, which is FSW LLC Clock Tavern.
How you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for being with us. We'll get started in just a moment. Yep. Waiting room does appear to be cleared. Good morning. This is a hearing before the Licensing Board for the City of Boston. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Today's hearing is being held pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. Before I review procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman of the Board, Kathleen Joyce.
Good morning. Thank you, Danny. My name is Kathleen Joyce. I'm Chair of the Boston Licensing Board. Today, I'm also joined by Commissioner Liam Curran and Commissioner Kiana Saxon.
Thank you. Please ensure that your audio and visuals are working properly if you will be providing testimony before the board this morning. I will call each item in the order that it appears on this morning's agenda, with the exception of the first two items being continued to a later date. I will call each item in the order that it appears on this morning's agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the licensee, who is present on behalf of the Boston Police Department, and whether there are any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify. I will then swear in all parties. After that, the police report will be read into the record, and the licensee or their representative will have the opportunity to make a brief statement, followed by questions by the chair and commissioners. All testimony will be limited only to those individuals with firsthand personal knowledge of the alleged incident. We'll begin with item number 3 on this morning's agenda, calling FSW LLC, doing business as Clock Tavern, located at 342 West Broadway in South Boston. Date of the incident, September 3rd, 2025. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And assault and battery, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Who's present on behalf of the licensee?
My name is Matthew Gateman, Manager of Record. We also have with us Ryan Puser, who was the security at the time, Josette Billis, who was the bartender at the time, and Ben Hoffman, the security manager.
Thank you very much. Who is present on behalf of the Boston Police Department?
Sergeant Popolo.
Officer Halloran.
Thank you very much. And I do see all of the individuals mentioned except for Josette Billis, who is not on camera. Ms. Billis, if you'll be testifying, then I'll need you to turn your camera on so we can show you. There we go. Thank you. Are there any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify this morning? Can you all please raise your right hand? Do you swear to, Mr. Hoffman, if you're going to be, and Mr. Puser, if you'll be providing testimony, I'll need to raise your right hands as well. Thank you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Who will be reading the report into the record?
I will.
Great. You may please proceed.
About 2 a.m. on Wednesday, 9/3/25, officers Halloran and Glavin in the Fox 112 Alpha responded to a radio call for assault and battery in progress at 342 West Broadway, South Boston. Body-worn cameras were activated. Upon arrival, officers spoke to the victim, Shay Hodge, with a date of birth of 10/3/97, and Josiah Jelias, a date of birth of 12/9/96, who stated that they were having drinks at the Clock Tavern when two men assaulted them and kicked them out of the bar. Hodge stated that they were drinking at the bar stools and they needed to fulfill some sort of challenge for an app, which included them doing push-ups at the bar. Hodge stated that they started doing push-ups when the bouncer / the suspect, Ryan Puser, date of birth 4/6/88, got aggressive with them in an attempt to throw them out. Goliath stated that the suspect grabbed their bar stools and yanked them out in an attempt to physically move them away from the bar when a physical altercation ensued. Hodge stated that the suspect began shoving them both, telling them repeatedly to leave. Hodge stated that this is when the second male, Connor Langan, with a date of birth of 9/24/98, joined in and shoved them towards the door. Goliath stated that during this, one of the males hit them, making contact with their right eye. Officers spoke to the suspect, who stated that the bar was closing and Hodge and Goliath weren't leaving when instructed. The suspect stated that when they were beginning to do their push-ups, this is when he instructed them to stop and to leave the bar. The suspect stated that they then shouted back at him, and I quote, "We do not give a fuck what you want." The suspect stated that he then began to physically remove them from the bar. The suspect declined hitting either party. Sergeant Popple of Fox 910 responded and performed a license premise check with citation number 010176. Both parties declined EMS.
Thank you very much. Would the licensee like to address the alleged incident?
Yeah, so around midnight, the patrons were acting unruly for a bar, so they were doing push-ups inside the establishment. The security, Ryan, went over and asked them to stop. The patrons told the security they can do whatever the fuck they want. At this point, there were only 4 total patrons in the bar. Ryan made a call just to walk back to his position, wait for the bar to close. The bartender, Josette, did not serve them any more drinks past this point. However, they remained in the bar. About an hour later, around 1:05, after the lights were turned on, the bartender asked all patrons to leave. Ryan went over and asked them again. After the patrons said no, he moved their chair and escorted them out of the building. When they got to the front door, the patrons braced the door, not allowing anyone to get out. Ryan pushed his way through, and at that point, the patrons started throwing punches at Ryan. There was another patron who was outside. He helped Ryan, pushing the unruly patrons away. One of them called the police. Ryan went back in the bar. They locked the doors and waited for the police to arrive. And that was basically it.
Thank you. Anything further from the licensee before we move to questions from the board?
No.
Thank you. We'll see if there are any questions at this time. Chairman Joyce?
Would you by chance have any video of this incident, security video?
Yes, we do have some video.
Could you share that with the board?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Do you want me to email it to you?
To licensing board at boston.gov.
Okay.
Okay. Commissioner Curran or Commissioner Saxon, do you have any questions?
No, I'll just wait on the video. Thank you.
None from me, thank you.
Thank you. We will await submission of the video. We'll be shared with the commissioners as soon as received. With that, the board will take this matter under advisement for now. Thank you. Calling item number 4, High Street Restaurant Group LLC, doing business at Howl at the Moon and Down Ultra Lounge, located at 184 High Street. Date of the incident, March 16th, 2025. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Who's present on behalf of the licensee?
Good morning, Attorney Green, Madam Chair, members of the board, Dennis Quilty, attorney representing the licensee. With us this morning, Paul Holian, who is the owner-operator of this establishment, and Arthur Lucas, who's the general manager and manager of record. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you very much. Who is present on behalf of the Boston Police Department? Oh, sorry. I do see you speaking, but you're on mute currently. Nope. I've asked you to unmute. There should be something that's popped up on your screen.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Officer Hayden Truong from Boston Police.
Thank you very much. Are there any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify? Can you all please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, Officer Truong. If you could please read the report into the record for the board.
About midnight on March 16, 25, Cecilia Pamela and Casey Bowman walked into District 1 and reported that on March 15, 2025, between 10:30 and 11:45, YC walked inside the Dow nightclub at 185 High Street. She was punched 3 or 4 times by a white female described at 5'4", 5'5", 120 to 130 pounds, shoulder length, blonde hair, jean. Suspect dragged her by the hair. Club employee separate the party and escort the suspect out the back door. Victim Cecilia sustained a confusion on her forehead and bloody nose. She refused medical attention.
Thank you. Attorney Quilty, would you like to address the alleged incident?
If I like, there is a a supplemental. Excuse me.
Yeah, Officer Trung, do you have that? And if not, Sergeant Detective Gallagher, do you have that?
I don't have the supplement, no.
Let me see if I can find it.
Thank you. And in the meantime, I'm going to ask Sergeant Detective Gallagher if you could come on camera.
Oh. Okay. I do have that supplemental right here.
Thank you. Could you just please raise your right hand quickly? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you very much.
This report was authored by Detective Dave Juba on 9/25/25. Detective Juba responded to 184 High Street, Boston, Howl at the Moon, in relation to an incident that occurred on 3/15/25, where a female documented an incident report stating that she was assaulted by an unknown female while inside the Down nightclub, which is the downstairs at Howl at the Moon. Detective Juba met Andrew Berman and issued license premise violation, assault and battery, patron on patron, number 0380012. Violation was signed for. A copy of the incident report was left with the manager. That's Detective Juba's report.
Thank you very much. Attorney Quilty?
Thank you, Sergeant Detective. Excuse me. Does that, I know you just read everything I've got here in front of me. It does not indicate that Detective Juba was given video of the incident, but is there any indication that you have that BPD received video?
I do not, sir.
Okay. So, Madam Chair, we will provide testimony that indeed video was given to Detective Juba at, actually, I think before the time he arrived. And just want to point out for the record that it's obvious this was I don't know, my math is horrible, but 6 months after the incident is alleged to have occurred, that the incident report was filed with the licensee. I just want to suggest, and you'll see the video, first and foremost, nobody on staff escorted the alleged perpetrator out of the establishment. This incident happened like instantaneously in the downstairs area. Two women, one hit the other and literally ran upstairs and out the door. There was no staff involvement in taking anybody out at the time. In fact, as you'll hear from Mr. Holy, and he was in constant communication with the victim for weeks, if not months, to provide information and et cetera. But nobody escorted this person out of the establishment. I have no idea where that came from. This is a walk-in, so I presume that's a statement made by the alleged victim, but it does not appear to have any basis in fact. Can I ask Mr. Holian to testify?
You may. He's been sworn in.
Thank you. Mr. Holian, can you explain to the board what you know about this and what you've done with regard to the victim in this matter?
Yeah, I became aware of this by a phone call from the victim a couple days after the incident. She called the business looking to inquire if we had any video of the incident. I quite honestly wasn't aware of it at the time. I asked our general manager. He said there was a small incident in the club that day. It was St. Patrick's Day weekend, but there was nothing of consequence. When I talked to her, she explained what's in this report. I looked at the video. I found her and her boyfriend came in the business around 10:30-ish. They were only in for about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And again, the video, and I'll supply the video to the board so you can see it. The video is of a little area in the distance where you can see a little bodies moving around. You can't see punches. You can't see anything like that. I'm not contesting that didn't happen. I'm just saying you can't really see it very well. And then within less than a minute later, the woman and her boyfriend went to our coat check to retrieve their jackets to leave. The victim, Cecilia, and the other woman went out the front door of Howl at the Moon. And that was it. She called and she was very adamant about identifying the woman. So I talked to her probably 3 or 4 times. After I reviewed video, I offered to have her come down to Howl at the Moon and look at the video herself so she could try. She wanted me to look at credit card records to see if I could identify the person and find her credit card, and which was not really possible. And then she seemed to be pretty appreciative of the efforts. And then I did talk to Detective Juba and let him know we did have the video, but it didn't really show a whole lot, but we did have the video. And we still have it. We've saved it. And that was it.
Thank you. Anything further before we move to questions from the board?
Nope.
Okay, with that, we'll see if there are any. Chairman Joyce.
No, thank you. I'll wait for the video. Appreciate that.
We'll drop it off at your office next week if that's okay. It's on a hard drive, so we'll drop off the hard drive.
Sure, we'll have to defer the vote on Thursday then. We can't get it before.
We're gonna drop it off when we picked up our license, but we can come down this week if that's easier for you as well.
Because I don't think we have a hearing next week, Danny.
No, our next hearing is scheduled in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we vote on Thursday for the Tuesday hearing, so if we could get it before, that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta
We'll try to see if we get it done. We'll get it down to you hopefully tomorrow.
Thanks.
That'd be great.
Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
None from me. Thank you.
Thank you. We will await submission of the video. It will be shared with commissioners when received. And with that, the board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling item number 5, Paga Inc. doing business as Icon located at 100B Warrington Street. Date of the incident, August 24th, 2025. Assault and battery, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Who's present on behalf of the licensee?
Good morning, Mark Evliades, on behalf of the licensee. I have Kevin Montgomery, who is the Director of Security with us.
Thank you very much. Who's present on behalf of the Boston Police Department?
Detective Ken Curley.
Oh, yeah, I'm not hearing anything. Thank you. There was quite a delay on your audio. We'll see if that works itself out. Are there any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify? Can you both please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, Detective Curley. If you could please read the report to the record for the board.
Okay, good morning. At 8:02 p.m. on Monday, August 25th, Cadet Vaga took a walk-in investigate persons report while assigned to the front desk of District D4. The reporter, Maria Ruiz, born August 19th, 2004, states that she went to Icon Nightclub, 100 Warrington Street, on August 24th with her boyfriend, Arlbin Cadet, born April 3rd, 2004. The reporter claims that while she was at the nightclub, she felt weird and proceeded towards the restroom in order to collect herself. While in the restroom, the reporter claims that a bouncer from the nightclub had entered the restroom and demanded that she vacate the premises. The reporter states that while the bouncer was in the restroom of the nightclub with her, that she was sexually assaulted by the bouncer. It should be noted, Cadet Vaga spoke with the reporter, Mary Ruiz, in the lobby of District D4, who stated that the bouncer never touched her while in the restroom, but he did hold the stall door open and that the reporter had no clothes on the bottom half of her body. The reporter states that while she was using the restroom, the bouncer of the nightclub was holding open the stall door and kept demanding that she vacate the premises. The reporter then states her boyfriend, Mr. Cadet, forcefully shut the door to the restroom stall due to the bouncer not wanting to close the door for the reporter to get dressed. The bouncer and the boyfriend then proceeded to get into an altercation that resulted in other staff from the nightclub intervening. The reporter then stated that her boyfriend was beaten up by about 6 of the nightclub staff and tossed onto the street. The reporter also stated, due to the altercation between staff and her boyfriend, they took the boyfriend to the hospital to assess any injuries he could have sustained. So no further information. The reporter was given the incident number and advised on how to obtain a copy of the report via Boston Police Headquarters. Note, Salisbury Police Report has been attached to this report. The reporter filed a police report with Salisbury Police Department. I have that report as well that I can read in.
The only additional report we have, there's the additional supplemental requesting video. Is that the report you're referring to?
No, so I have the supplement that I wrote, but I also have a copy of Salisbury Police's initial report, which goes a little bit more into detail if you'd like me to read it in.
We do not have that in front of us, nor has the licensee had an opportunity to view that prior to this hearing. So
okay. I'll read the supplement myself. On Friday, August 29th, 2025, about 10:05 p.m., Detectives Curley and Finn
Thank you very much. Attorney Avliades, would you like to address the alleged incident?
Question for Detective Curley. Detective Curley,
Yes.
the day the management did cooperate with the detectives, you requested video and we provided that to you, correct?
I have requested it. I'm not 100% sure if I have it. It's possible that Detective Finn has it.
Very good. Thank you. I'd like to call Kevin Montgomery. Kevin is Director of Security. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Full name?
Kevin Montgomery,
And what's your position at Icon?
Director of Security,
And how long have you been there?
over 20 years.
And were you working on the night in question?
Yes, I was.
And can you explain to the board what happened on that evening?
That evening, my female security who's at the door got a call from the bathroom attendant saying that we had a female patron that was passed out in the stall. So what we always do is I send this female in security in first to check out the situation. She did concur that there was somebody passed out in the stall. At that point, I announced myself, male in the bathroom, medical emergency. That's my typical thing to do when I'm dealing with a female. And then I go into the bathroom. We kind of analyze the situation, see if we can help the person, if I need to call an ambulance. At that, simultaneously, her boyfriend was outside the bathroom, wondering what was going on. So instead of, because she was a bigger stature, my female security couldn't do it by herself. So I had the boyfriend come in and help her along with my female security, and I think another friend. At that point, we got her out the bathroom, brought her up the stairs, and they refused to leave the establishment. They said they wanted to go, and everything was fine. They wanted to keep going back into their party. I was like, no, you guys kind of had too much. It's time for you to leave. They refused to kind of leave. We escorted them out with a small incidents, and at that point, that was that.
And was there any incident with the boyfriend on the escort out of the premises?
Yeah, well, I thought they was just gonna go willingly outside the building, but when I directed him, he just kind of held on to the wall a little bit, saying, "No, I'm going back inside. I paid to get in here." I said, "Well, again, you've had too much."
Was there medical attention offered to the alleged victim in this case?
Yeah, we did. It was like, "Let me show you she's all right. You guys want an ambulance?" I said, "No, we got her. So
Okay,
at
so
that point, I can't force it.
to be clear, did you ever touch or handle the alleged victim in this case?
No, I didn't.
And the person who responded was a female security officer at the club?
Yes.
And the reason why she responded was because the medical emergency was stated by the female bathroom attendant, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions for this witness. If the board has any questions.
Thank you. If they do, Chairman Joyce, any questions?
One last question. Kevin, did you provide the video evidence requested by the police department to the Boston Police Department?
Yes, I did. I believe I might have given it to Detectives Hernandez and Sergeant Gallagher. So I think they have a copy.
Thank you. Chairman Joyce, any questions?
I do have some questions. So just to make sure I'm capturing what your testimony is today, you're saying that you responded, or someone on the staff responded, because a female bathroom attendant said there was a medical emergency inside the bathroom?
Yes.
And then was it you that responded, Mr. Montgomery?
No, we always have a female security. That's at the
Okay, so
door
the
for me.
female security responded. Can you tell me about the boyfriend? Did anyone on your staff beat him up?
Nobody on my staff beat him up. He kind of refused to leave. And then he got into like a verbal altercation with us as I was opening the door to let him go. He kind of hemmed and hawed and kind of, "I'm not going. We talk about it, paid to get in here." I'm like, you've had enough. And he resisted, but there was definitely no beating up.
Did anyone throw punches?
No.
Okay, and you have that video. Does the video capture the boyfriend leaving?
Yes, if the video captures him holding on to the wall, but showing us it's kind of escorting him out. Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, the video shows the boyfriend and the girlfriend leaving the premise and your staff escorting him out?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Does the video show the boyfriend and girlfriend inside the bar at all as they were leaving?
Well, there's no, as far as downstairs, there's no video because it's
No video,
downstairs.
it's just on the street or by the door.
Well, yeah, it was actually inside the establishment when you come upstairs to Icon. It's like there's a landing, and then you kind of turn to the left and go outside the building, or you can go into the establishment to the party. I directed him towards the left, had the security there, lift the rope so they can go outside.
Okay.
And that's when he tried to go back into the building. And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. You have to go outside.
Okay. So you would disagree that 6 people tossed him onto the street?
Absolutely.
Okay. Detective Curley, do you have any more to add from your investigation?
So I spoke with Alvin Cadet, and he didn't claim anyone used strikes on him, but he said that they, originally 3 members of the staff were carrying him out. I think he, fell or got free inside the club once. He lost all of his belongings on the floor. Then he said it was approximately six members who carried him out to the street, and he was injured outside of the club. But he never claimed anyone, used punches against him. It sounded like maybe he fell as he was being carried out, or they dropped him, whichever.
Okay. Then my follow-up question is for Mr. Montgomery. Did your staff carry the man out?
No, they escorted him out.
He was
Like a
walking?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get a copy of that video from someone. I don't know who has it. We don't have it.
Kevin, do we still have a copy? Do we give the copy to the police?
Sergeant Gallagher?
Oh, we might have lost him.
Have a copy of it. I'll check with Detective Hernandez. I know we'd gone down there a couple of times, and I believe we were given a flash drive. It should be with Detective Hernandez.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon, do you have any questions?
Just further clarification, does your video show the street as well, the door?
No, it doesn't show out in the door. So what I have is a video that comes from the downstairs landing area to the lobby to where you can kind of see outside the door, and we escort them on outside the door. But
So do you have that?
as far as outside,
Yeah.
no, we don't.
But you have that where it shows going outside the door, not from
Yes.
outside in, but inside out.
Yes.
Okay, and you turn that into maybe Hernandez, you said?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait for the video. Thank you.
Mr. Montgomery testified that maybe they had too much to drink. Did you guys do an internal investigation? Did you look at how their credit card receipts to see how much they had?
Well, I never said that I had too much to drink. I just said that she was in a good way. I don't know if she might have taken something prior to that, but I know we didn't overserve her.
Did you guys do an internal investigation just to?
No, we didn't. Just to kind of check receipts and see how many she could have paid in cash. There's several different ways that we could find out.
Any further questions from the board? Okay, I'll follow up with Detective Hernandez to obtain a copy of the flash drive with the video. In the meantime, the board will take this matter under advisement as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Nice day.
Thank you. Those are all the items before the board this morning. The board is set to vote on Thursday, December 4th, 2025. Notice has been posted to the city's website. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.